Okay, welcome everybody. This is Jackie McLaughlin and Patty Abel coming to you from Western North Carolina with our Back to School Survival Guide with Young Living Essential Oils and other products. So we are going to get started right now, and we want to welcome all of you that took time out of your busy schedules to join us tonight, and we hope that it pays off for all your school kids. We want to start out with our usual disclaimer. Patty and I, neither one of us are doctors or medical professions, and any topics we talk about is based solely on our personal experiences. We don't diagnose, prescribe, treat any kind of condition, and we recommend if you have health problems, you visit your health professional. When it comes to using essential oils, always remember safety first. Never use essential oils in the eyes or down in the ear canal. You can rub oils on the ear, but never drop them into the ear. If you accidentally get oil in the eyes or ears, flush with a carrier oil, not water. And if skin sensitivity ever occurs when you're using an oil, be sure to dilute it with a carrier oil. And we want to talk a little bit, just very briefly, about what essential oils are. They're very volatile liquids. You want to keep the cap on them when you're not using them. They will evaporate. They're 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. And with Young Living, they are grown and distilled by experts in the industry. Young Living's been around for over 20 years. They have unprecedented quality in their oils with rigorous testing, and they have that wonderful seed to seal promise so that you know what you're getting is exactly what's represented. So we're going to talk about different ways to use oils with your kids to help them succeed to their best ability in school and to feel good about going to school. And we're going to get started here. So if my thing goes forward. So I think, Patty, it's up to you from here for a bit.
So rise and shine. If anyone has a child like mine, you know how hard this is in the morning. As soon as we start asking her to wake up, we get, no, I don't want to get up. I'm tired. So being able to put some of our oils in a diffuser just to start waking up their little brains and getting them ready for the day is great. So here on the slide, it recommends Joy and Lemon as a great start for the morning. They help promote uplifting and positive attitude while fighting against the morning grumps. Some of the others that I like, anything citrus. All your citrus oils are very uplifting and energizing and very awakening. So like citrus fresh or orange, lemon, tangerine. And then one of my other favorites is cedarwood. So our daughter will give her a drop of cedarwood in her hand and just have her place it over her nose and inhale it in. And it helps, it's very oxygenating to the brain. So it helps get the brain awake, the mind awake and ready to face the day. Okay, Jackie. And then, of course, we want them to be mighty and strong. We know how many germs and things go around in schools. Even for us adults, if we're out in the workplace or we're out in public, there's lots of germs. So this goes for us as much as it does for our children's health. And we can do that. We can help them by putting the Thieves Vitality and Ningxia Red and having them drink it to help support their overall wellness and boost their immune system. If you have a child like mine, if I was to put Thieves in her Ningxia Red, she would turn up her nose and not touch it. So what we do is we use just the Thieves oil and put a little bit on the bottoms of her feet. Another great one is your ImmuPower is another great immune boosting. Well, not immune boosting. It's a topical, so it's very good to help, the aromas on the feet and just help the body. If you don't have either of those, always look at your single oil. So think of some of the oils that are in those blends like these. You could grab your cinnamon or your clove, your lemon, your citrus oils are great. and oregano, thyme. Just remember some of these, the thieves and the Emu Power, cinnamon, clove, oregano, thyme, there can be warm oils. So for little ones, if you're applying these to their feet, be sure and add a little carrier oil on it. So use some coconut oil or some olive oil or V6 oil with those to, it'll also help disperse them and help give it a longer lasting effect in the body. Anything you'd like to add, Jackie?
No, I think that got it.
All right. And then first aid jitters. And this could be first aid jitters. It can be testing jitters. But a great thing for them to have is a diffuser necklace. You can purchase these, or we've even made some of these before. You can get it's air drying clay. You can find, I found it on Amazon. You can find it in the craft area in most of your craft stores. But then you can mold it, or you can roll it out and cut it with little, so it'd be a nice little craft project too. You put your hole in it, and we usually just use like a little leather necklace strap to tie it on, and then you can put your oils on there for them. And so, if they're going through and they have a little bit of jitters, some of the oils that you might look at is your Stress Away or your Valor 2. Hopefully coming here soon, we'll have our regular Valor back in stock, and cedarwood are a few others that they mention here to just help them stay calm and stress-free throughout the day. Some of my other favorites are Peace and Calming. I know a lot of parents that use Peace and Calming with their kids. You have the Peace and Calming or Peace and Calming 2 that you can get right now. And one of my daughter's favorites that she likes is White Angelica. It's she feels that it's very protective for her. And, the other thing, even to go away from the jitters and talking just about the diffuser necklaces, another way we like to use them is in like the fall, winter months, and then even going into spring when things can start blooming, is putting RC on it to just help the senses and, just help with the breathing and the airways.
Awesome. And just FYI, all new members enrolling in August get a free bottle of cedarwood.
Yes.
So you might want to tell them that this is a great way to use it.
The cedarwood's something that we purchase in our house every month.
Okay.
Homework study aids. So great. I know with our daughter, sometimes it's very hard to get her concentrating doing her work. We actually homeschool, so we can use it, in her classroom. But a lot of times you'll find teachers that'll use it too in their classrooms. But at home, when they're doing their homework, you can set up your diffuser and put some oils in there that's going to, those scents goes right to their limbic system, which is the center of their emotion. And it also helps them with learning, memory, concentration. So some of the oils that is recommended here on the slide are peppermint, brain power, or clarity. And I know for our daughter, peppermint works great. A lot of times we think peppermint because of the smell, the aroma of it, that it can be very makes people have energy. And it's like, why would we want to give a kid something that's going to make them more energetic? Stimulating, yes. But actually it helps, for our daughter, it helps calm her and helps her concentrate. She can be very unfocused, and I can do as little as just open a bottle of peppermint and set it next to her where she's working. And just the aroma that comes off the bottle, within a few seconds, she's able to concentrate and do her work. Some of the others, that you might look at, beyond these oils that you might have in your arsenal or might want to get in your arsenal, is Motivation Blend is a great one for when kids are studying. Inspiration, Highest Potential are some of my favorites. And any of your citrus oils. Citrus oils are very, very calming. They're very great for helping concentration. So one of our favorite blends to use is putting cedar wood and orange oil together, because it helps, if we go back to that cedar wood, we know cedar wood is actually one of the highest oils in sesquiterpenes. So it's great for the brain, and it really gets the brain, functioning well and thinking. And so you put that and the orange together, and it's just it helps, if they've had a long day too, that orange is going to help them stay awake as they get through their studies also and get that homework done.
Awesome.
And bedtime. I know our little one at night is a challenge to get her down. And if she doesn't have her diffuser on and her oil's in her diffuser, her oil's on her pillow, she can't go to sleep until that's done. So there's a great little pillow spray that they have here that you could make for them, that's just using lavender oil. You can get your spray bottle. We actually use about a 4-ounce spray bottle in our house. So that would be like 10 drops of lavender. And then I would probably only use about a teaspoon of witch hazel. And the witch hazel's in there just to help disperse the oil. Because if we just put the essential oil in the water, water. If you just put the essential oil in the water, it's not going to mix. So if you put the witch hazel in there, then it helps the water and the oils mix in and disperse evenly. So when you go to spray it, and if you find that your child doesn't rest well with lavender, then you might try one of the other oils, Peace and Calming, or cedarwood again is great for sleep. Or you might do a blend of lavender and cedarwood. You just have to kind of see what works best for your child also. And you can just mist their bed pillow with that. You can also roll on Tranquil or Peace and Calming too, or lavender onto the feet are great. And our daughter sometimes struggles with, nightmares. All kids are always worried about the boogeyman. And for some reason, using white angelica for her in the diffuser, or just putting it over her shoulders, just helps give her a sense of security in going to sleep at night.
Yeah, that's my first choice oil when parents tell me their kids have nightmares. It really works.
Yeah, it's funny. Ever since she was about 4 or 5, you ask her what her favorite oil is, and she says white angelica.
There's your pillow spray.
Yes, there she comes. It's our Monster Be Gone spray. So ours actually has its blend with white angelica in it.
Awesome.
Thank you, Riley.
Are you doing this one, Patty?
Mm-mm.
Sweet Dreams?
No, but I can.
Yeah, I had you down for that one.
Okay. So another thing that you could do is make your own like Sweet Dreams cream that you could rub on the bottoms of their feet. So think about, back when we were little, how they used to say, put Vicks on the kids' feet. Now we know with using our oils, instead of that, we use some coconut oil with RC in it for that thing. But now you can also make something for them to sleep with. So just melt your shea butter and your coconut oil, allow it to cool a little bit, and then you're going to add your almond oil and your essential oils, and then let it freeze until it's fairly solid. Or I would just probably put it in the refrigerator. You don't really have to put it in the freezer, just until it becomes back to that solid consistency. And then you can just rub it on their chest or on their feet to help them with a restful sleep.
Awesome.
Stinky Kid Spray. So whose kids has stinky feet, or we have kids that are in athletics, come home with the stinky clothes. So we can use our purification. The only thing I would add here is you'll notice they have distilled water and then just the purification oil. I would add just a little bit of witch hazel into the bottom of the bottle, just enough to cover the bottom of the bottle to help the oil disperse in the water. and then add your purification. And then you can just spray their clothes before you wash them, or when they take their shoes off, you could spray their shoes, spray inside their shoes. And then you also have the spray for other things, beyond the stinky kids' clothes. You can use it for a room freshener. You could use it for a potty spray. Anywhere that you might have stinky smells, you could use this spray. You could also, it's a great spray for when you're in the outdoors. So it's a great outdoor annoyance spray. So before you're going to go outside in the summer and sit out, especially about dusk, just spray this, especially on your wrists and your ankles and around your neck. Just thought I'd throw that extra in.
It's a fun thing to do.
There's so many uses for this one.
Yeah. All right. Is this mine?
This one's yours.
All right. Jeremy Kids hand soap. Now, I'm not the super industrious type that likes to make everything myself. So for me, I just get the Thieves foaming hand soap. But if you want to kind of make your own and maybe add different oils to it, this is a great little recipe. You get the pump bottles and you do 10 drops of Thieves with about 1/4 of a cup of Castile soap. You want to get the unscented, and 1/2 teaspoon of carrier oil, and then fill the rest of it up with distilled water. And now you've created your own foaming hand soap. So this is really good, but we use the Thieves. You could add purification to that, and those are really good for taking care of all those germs. You just combine the 1/4 cup of unscented Castile soap and the carrier oil and the Thieves into the dispenser, and then fill it with distilled water and gently shake it, and then you're ready to go. So this is a really cool, inexpensive way, and you can save your Thieves foaming hand soap bottles and use those if you already have bought those in the past, and or you can buy these online. They're real inexpensive to get.
That's kind of what we do with when we run out of our Thieves foaming hand soap.
Mm-hmm.
We've started just using, it's a little bit different recipe,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll put about a 1/4 cap full of the Thieves household cleaner. And then probably about 2 tablespoons of the Castile soap and some vitamin E oil, about 5 or 6 drops, and then fill it up with the water. And it saves us from having, I'm all about all of my Young Living products, but the fill up for the Thieves soap can be kind of pricey, I think. And I would rather spend my money on other products.
There you go.
So we just make up our own soap, and it works just as well, and it smells just as good.
Awesome. Good to know. Guess I'm just too lazy.
It doesn't take too long.
Yeah. And the roller balls, these are really handy. You can buy these little roller ball tubes online, and they're just like the roller balls, the few that Young Living has, like the Deep Relief and the Stress Away, come in a roller tube kind of a thing. You can also mix them up in empty oil bottles and use the roller ball tops that you can get from Young Living. So these are just a couple of cool recipes. First one is Up and Atom. So 15 drops of bergamot, 10 drops of orange, 10 drops of lemon, and 5 drops of peppermint. So that's kind of a good stimulating one. Then we have Peace and Calm, which is 12 drops lavender. And I think some people are writing this down, so I'm going to kind of slow down a little bit, give them a chance to keep up. So Peace and Calm, 12 drops lavender, 7 drops of Stress Away, 8 drops of Valor 2. Whenever Valor comes back, you could also use that. 4 drops patchouli and 4 drops of vetiver. This is a really, really nice blend. Very calming. It would be good if they're, kind of nervous, strung, kind of getting maybe test time also, or sometimes kids get just keyed up and they can't go to sleep. This would be a good one at night to put on the feet and back of the neck. Then we have after school practice. This is a really great one. The Copaiba is awesome for if your kids are in any kind of athletics or sports or extracurricular activities where they're being active. These 10 drops frankincense, 10 drops Copaiba, and 10 drops of balsam fir. And then the Breathe Easy is 10 drops of RC, 10 of myrtle, and 10 of marjoram. That's a great little clear your head kind of breathe better recipe. And then Night Night, a good bedtime one, is 10 drops lavender, 10 of cedarwood, and 5 drops of chamomile. Now, I don't know, we didn't come up with this. I don't know if that, do you know, Patty, is that Roman or German chamomile?
If it's the same, it's the same 3 ingredients that are in Tranquil, and I'm pretty sure it's Roman chamomile.
Yeah, I would have thought so, but good deal.
So it's like you can make your own Tranquil, which is good because it's out of stock right now.
Yeah, and then you top off your roller ball with your dilution oil of choice. I like V6 because it's not greasy. So, and is this mine too?
Yep.
I've lost count here. Diffuser recipes. These are more great recipes like Patty's already kind of talked about, but Rise and Shine, a good wake up one is 5 drops orange, 3 drops peppermint. A good one to help focus and study, they call it Genius, is 2 drops peppermint, 2 drops frankincense, and 2 drops orange. And Test Day Prep. And the control thing, I don't know, is that covering up the bottom of your slide, Patty? Because on my end, I can't see the very bottom of it. I think it's 1 drop marjoram is the last thing in there.
Yes, 1 drop marjoram.
Okay, 1 drop marjoram, 1 drop ylang ylang, 2 drops clary sage, and 3 drops of lavender. Then we have Superhero Strength. This is kind of our immune sort of complementing blend, and that's 4 drops thieves and 3 drops purification. Homework time, this is good focus blend for studying, is 3 drops rosemary, 3 drops lemon, and 2 drops peppermint. And then again, another nighttime sweet dreams is 4 drops lavender, 2 drops vetiver, 2 drops cedarwood, and 1 drop of ylang ylang. So that's for your diffuser. And the Rise and Shine smoothie. So, you know, they say breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day to get your kids off to school with some good nutrition. We made a change to this slide, as you'll see that it says 3/4 cups plain yogurt, and it's blue. Because I edited this slide because it said vanilla yogurt, I think. So which is flavored, which is artificial sweeteners and so forth, or sugars, and we don't want our kids eating that stuff. So I changed it up a bit. I put plain yogurt, then 3/4 cup skim milk. You could use almond milk or coconut milk would be better choices in my thinking. And then 3 to 4 mandarin oranges, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 12 to 15 ice cubes, and 2 drops of tangerine vitality oil. You put it all in the blender and blend it until it's smooth, and it'll make 2 to 3 servings. This is a really great sort of refreshing breakfast to get your kids going. And if you change it the way we did, it's really healthy.
So our KidSense line, there's a number of different items in the KidSense, and all of our KidSense lines are all natural to make our jobs a little easier, because all of us are, have been working on getting toxic chemical products out of our homes. So using this line with our little ones are great. They have body care products. They have like bath gel, shampoo, supplements, toothpaste. Our daughter loves the toothpaste. For the itty bitties, there's what they call Tender Tush for their bottoms. and they contain natural ingredients, therapeutic essential oils. There's no mineral oils, no toxic ingredients, no artificial colorings, and no synthetic perfumes. So you can, have that peace of mind in using these with your children. And one thing that I noted is with the bath gel, like if you have a child that's wanting bubble bath, and we know how many toxins are in the bubble bath that you would buy from the store, you can take the bath gel and put your favorite essential oil in it for your child, and then put that in your bathtub as you're running the water, and then they have their own little bubble bath. So that's, a nice toxic-free bubble bath for them.
I know I loved bubble baths when I was a kid. I still do.
Yeah. Oh, and the other thing I forgot, they coming up towards the end of this year, they're actually changing the branding on these products. They had them at convention. For anybody who was at convention, they had them, and they have all these cute little animals and everything on them. And the branding, I think, is going to be very nice with the new ones.
Awesome.
And then our Kids Sense oils. So there's 5 oils in the Kids Sense line, and these have already they're mild oil blends. They're safe because they've already been specially formulated with just the right strength for kids. So you never have to dilute these. They already have the carrier in it that makes them a little diluted. They kind of tell you exactly what they are by their name. So Genius, we know, is going to be great for little brains. So for our daughter, we like to roll this on her brainstem or on her wrists, her chest. And owie, very self-explanatory. Kids get owies. So you can just put the owie right on it. We actually have a roller ball on our owie so that you can just roll it on the skin. Then you have sleepy eyes that can be put in the diffuser or applied over their pillow or on their feet to help with the restful sleep. There's Sniffle Ease. So another one that you could either put on in the diffuser or put on their chest, on their feet, have them inhale it just to help them with their breathing a little bit. And then Tummy Jize for their little tummies. We typically will put the Tummy Jize either on the belly or on the bottoms of the feet over the reflex area for the digestive tract. And, we know that from time to time, oils can go out of stock. So because of, climate and different things. So something to know and things that you can use to replace these, because before we had Kids Sense oils, we had all the oils that do the same things. We just have to remember to dilute them for our little ones. So in place of Genius, you could use Brain Power or frankincense or cedarwood. In place of owie, you could use lavender or purification. In place of your sleepy eyes, you could use peace and calming or tranquil or lavender. Sniffle Ease, you could go for your RC or Raven or any of your eucalyptus to put in the diffuser. And then for Tummy Jize, you can always grab Digize or Aroma Ease. And then just remember, if you're applying them for little ones, you might want to dilute them a little bit. But you're never without an oil that you need. Just because it's out of stock, there's always something else that you can use in place of.
Yeah.
And Detangler spray. So they have a nice little recipe here for detangler spray that you can make to spray in their hair and comb it out. Using some of the lavender mint conditioner and distilled water, tea tree, and lavender. And they just have you simmering it, bringing it to a boil, and putting the conditioner, putting it in the bottle, shaking everything to combine, and then adding your essential oils. Another one, if you're taking notes and you want to write this down, or you can also listen to the recording afterwards, the one that we make for our daughter is we just put a little bit of witch hazel in the bottom of the bottle, just enough to cover it, maybe a couple teaspoons. And then we put tea tree, lavender, cedarwood, and rosemary in it. And then a few drops of vitamin E oil that will help with the the tangles and moisture for the hair, and then fill it with water.
About how many drops of each of the oils, Patty?
We probably put about, in an 8-ounce bottle, I'd probably be putting about 4 or 5 drops of each in it. But we typically use about a 4-ounce bottle when we're making it. So we're putting about 2 or 3 drops of each in there. And, it works as a detangler. And then we know all the things that they can come in contact with when they're in school. So it's very protective for their little heads also.
I love that protection.
Yes. Especially with all the stuff that goes around nowadays.
Yeah. Okay, teacher gifts. I don't know. Do they still do this today? It's been a long time since my kids were in school. So we used to give teacher gifts, and I guess they still do. And that's great because teachers deserve it. They work really hard and they don't get paid nearly enough. They're taking care of your kids all day long. So I think it's really smart that you treat your teachers really good. They're the ones taking care of your kids. So one of the best things you can give them that not only the teacher gets to enjoy, but it can also be good for your child who's in that classroom. And that's the Thieves line of products. We got the take a gift basket to your teacher filled with your favorite Thieves products. And it can help you feel more relaxed that you're teaching your teacher of your child about the toxicity of the cleaners and the hand sanitizers and the soaps and things like that. So it's kind of a nice way to try to educate your child's teacher about the toxicity of products that they may have been using, and maybe they'll make the switch. So it's a really good way to give someone an opportunity to experience these products, and they may just decide they like them.
Yeah, if the school allows it, I know some schools don't. We're fortunate in our area that they allow them. If they'll allow a diffuser, when Rye was in school, I would donate a diffuser to the classroom, and then I would keep the teacher stocked with oils all year.
Yeah. It's really a smart thing to do for your kids, for the teacher, and you just never know. It might even help you get another convert.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end of our slides. We want to thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to unmute everybody and see if we have any questions. And if you have any background noise, you might mute yourself. In the bottom left corner of your screen, you probably see a microphone, and you can mute yourself if you have a lot of background noise. So anybody got any questions or thoughts or observations?
No, that was great. Thank you.
Let me unscreen and then we can see everybody. There we go. Thank you. No questions?
Thanks. That was really good. I enjoyed that.
Good. Well, I hope it's useful. I mean, some of us that are on this call don't have kids, young enough anymore to be in school, but just learning about these oils and how you can talk to people that do have kids, it's very helpful. So I hope you guys learned something tonight. And Patty, you got anything else?
No, I don't. I think we covered about everything I can think of right now. I'm sure there's plenty more.
Awesome.
But I thanks to everyone who came and joined us tonight on the webinar.
Thank you. It was a lot of great information.
Great. Well, thank you guys, and we'll be doing more of these. So keep checking the website, the Peppermint Patties page. That's usually where we post these. And if you have topics that you would like to see a webinar done on, please let us know. We'll be happy to provide that. If you've got people that want a certain thing to talk about, we're more than happy to do that. So good night from everybody, and thanks a lot for joining us, and hope to see you on the next one.
Quick question.
Night.
Wait, quick question.
Are there archives or saved audios or saved versions of prior meetings somewhere?
We haven't really done many of these in the past. Do you have some, Patty? I don't really have I have a few. I did a toxic-free
I
home.
think I have an intro class that I did a while back. I'll look. I might have a few that I can put into maybe the files section of the page.
I don't know if that'll work. We could repost a recording.
Yes, I
Recorded
can
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Will you post this one at Stace? Because I know a couple people who wanted to be here tonight who couldn't.
Absolutely. We will be posting this as soon as I get it converted, and I'll put it up on both the Peppermint Patty pages, and of course Patty's team, she'll probably post it on her group. Y'all are welcome to share it to your groups once it's up.
Great.
That's why we're doing it, to help people learn. So I know we had like 19 people signed up for this, and we only had, I don't know, about 10 show up. So I know life gets in the way sometimes, and that's the beauty of being able to record it.
Yeah.
Yay. Well, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Any other questions real quick?
To find Patty's page, what is that? Is that
I'll post it. I'll post it out. I'll post anything I have on the Peppermint Patties page.
all right? Thank you so much.
All right. You guys are rock stars. Thank you.